So welcome back to another video. In this video I'm just gonna be going over a leg day. I don't know, talking some random whatever comes to mind, philosophical stuff and so on. So leg training has been going pretty good. I'm doing a single here for like 140, so 140 kg. The squats, just trying out how the singles feel. I haven't done a squat PR or a bench PR in a long time, so I've been thinking about doing that soon. Because I'm gonna have to take a break from training as well, so it might be nice to hit up PR and so on. The training is going pretty good. I'm doing about 122.5 kilos for sets of 8, 2 sets of 8 and 1 set of 7 in this session, so it's going pretty good. I'm still focusing on form. I don't want to increase weight too fast, so I'm just going up like 2.5 kilos each time so I can keep the form clean. And I kind of like that. It still feels very heavy, especially when you keep the form cleaner. But I just find that my knees don't cave in as much. My back is way better. I'm not like over pushing my limits, so I can still progress everywhere else and still have some juice left for all the other exercises in my program. And not just like hammer myself to death with squats just to get a couple of extra kilos on the bar. It's not really worth it. So that's my mindset with squats pretty much. But overall it felt pretty good, nothing to complain. I'm planning to increase about 2.5 kilos technically after this program is over, if I have time to continue before I have to take a break from training. Probably gonna take a break from making videos as well for a while, most likely, we'll see. That's gonna be a bit sad, but you know, I'll still come back eventually, back to it. But I'm pretty happy with my progress on legs. Overall, like, I feel like when I look at myself on like video, I feel like I just don't see a huge size difference, and I don't think there is one, but that's kind of intermediate stuff, you know, progress slows down a lot. So we'll see what I can get done, but since I have to take a break, it's gonna kind of slow down and then I have to kind of come back up. I might do a mini cut after, just to get the weight down and then start bulking again, or I'm just gonna continue bulking till like maybe 95 kilos. I feel like at 95 kilos I look really big, but at the same time I look really fluffy. So I don't really know how I feel about that, but I'll have to see. Maybe I'll keep bulking all the way over there after my training break, but we'll see. Overall I was doing snatch grip back extensions. I'm doing 90 kilos here for like sets of 10, so 4 sets of 10. These felt really heavy, especially the first set. It was really tough. My back was having like an insane pump from these, to be honest. So I don't know, I really liked the pump, but then the pump went away and I could kind of focus more on the movement. It didn't hurt so much doing these, but overall felt really good. Solid 4 sets of 10. It was hard but not like unmanageable, so I'd say some progress is being definitely made slowly. But man, like, being an intermediate, it just like feels like you aren't making progress. It feels like you're always using the same weights, but like you actually are making progress in reps over time, but it's just like it takes forever. But I guess that's life. I feel like I have body dysmorphia because I can't decide if I look bigger. I feel like I look a bit bigger when I look at myself, for sure, like a little bit, but not like huge. But you know, you can't make huge gains in like what I've been bulking for like 6 months, so you can only get so much size, especially in like arms and stuff, in 6 months. Like you can get some decent gains, but you know, you have to take a break at some point as well. You can't just keep going forever either, or deload or something like that. But we'll see what we can do. But overall, pretty happy with the progress. We'll see if we can hit any PR soon with the squats as well, or bench PR, or both. Maybe like a squat and bench PR, try both. That could be pretty cool. But I feel like if you fail a squat PR, you almost die under that bar, so it's just like, I like to avoid it. Overall, I feel pretty well on this bulk. Like, I've been lean bulking and increasing calories over time, and I just feel like I've stayed relatively lean due to just going slowly with the bulk, and I feel really good. But I still gain a lot of, like, I notice I've gained quality size, so it feels really good. And I've still stayed like relatively lean where I can see the vascularity and everything, so that feels good. The leg press, I have to say, like even though you would think leg press is easier than doing lunges, these feel just as bad as lunges, to be honest. Maybe a little bit easier. Like, if you think about, the only thing I like about these more, the reverse lunges, is that I don't have to kind of hurt my knees as much. Sometimes I put my knee on the ground and it kind of hurts, so that's annoying. And then I feel like reverse lunges just hit your cardio in a way, so it's just like super taxing to do reverse lunges compared to doing a single leg press. So I kind of like doing this, though it kind of trains differently, because reverse lunges trains like coordination and just like it's a different kind of training compared to a single leg press, which is more like power, and reverse lunges kind of give you that like single leg coordination ability, which is nice. So that's one, I guess, pro of doing reverse lunges, or lunges in general, other than like doing these. But these are obviously better for like power and stuff, but I mean, you can pretty much do either. It's not a big deal, to be honest. I have to say, when I do these, my legs look pretty big. I like it. But we'll see. I progressed a little bit on these. I added like 8 kilos. I was doing 101 kilos over here, and then I increased to like 109 kilos for like 2 sets because it felt too easy. So I've progressed a little bit already on these, so it feels pretty good. Might just be adaptation though, probably, since it's a new movement for me, so I'm adapting to it. But yeah, I'm not really worried about my legs. I'm pretty happy with the size, and they're only growing, so I'm pretty good. The arms are really what I want to bring up, and they've been growing slowly, for sure. We'll get there eventually with that goal. I feel like I want to make more videos about like training arms once I get closer to my goals, and like how I trained and what kind of methodology I used and how the experiments went and everything like that. And then for legs, I feel like for me legs training has never really been very complicated. It's just like I just do legs. I kind of know what works and what doesn't work. It's very simple. I feel like legs kind of just are easy to train because they can take a lot of pain. Same with the back. Compared to arms are kind of a little bit more difficult to balance, like with volume, though they still recover fast, but it's a bit interesting. I was doing some calves as well, about 90 kilos for just AMRAP sets pretty much for 3 sets. I'm not super focused on my calves. I train them twice a week for 3 sets. I feel like I'm pretty happy with my calves, and if they grow a bit, that's cool. Then I just did some leg extension myo reps, so like 12, 6, 3, and then 3 plus. I've progressed on these quite a bit. I'm doing like 85 kilos here. I could arguably move up to 90 kilos pretty much, so I'm getting closer to doing the full stack on leg extensions for like myo reps, which is pretty insane, to be honest. So there's definitely progress happening constantly, so the bulk is going very well in that regard. I'm pretty happy. And it don't even look that fluffy, you know. Like, even though I'm bulking, I just look kind of bigger and still like pretty fucking lean. So I'm pretty happy with that. Otherwise, like, I feel like for training, the best thing is always just consistency. Like, that's what I found is like, even when you don't see progress as an intermediate, especially, it's important to be consistent and just keep going with the program if the program is well made. Key on that though. And when you get an intermediate stage, you have to focus more on the program. I feel like a lot of people just don't focus on the program, so they don't get results. Programming does matter a lot, especially as an intermediate. I know this. As a novice, it doesn't really matter. You make progress anyway. But yeah, I was doing some abs here with 5 kilos on the hanging leg raise. I'm pretty happy with these. My abs have grown a bit as well. I've increased the weight on these leg raises like by a kilo or 2, so I'm pretty happy. Doing about 12 to 15 reps. And yeah, that's about the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one.